on, guys? So I think I realized that the only way you're going to get to be able to really experience a game and to feel it, besides just me reviewing it and telling you what you want to hear or what you don't want to hear, I think the best way to do this is how this channel is going to go. I'm going to show you 2 rounds of this game, how this would kind of play with a little bit of strategy involved. I've kind of pre-set up everything so I can show you what it would feel like, and then I'm going to tell you what I like about the game, what I don't like about the game real quick at the end, and then I'm going to give you a final rating, okay? So let's get on it right now. All right, guys, there's going to be some like intricate details that are probably going to be missing a little bit, but those are just, I'm just trying to give you a broad perspective of this by playing 2 rounds real quick. This is what it feels like to play Nusfjord, all right? So the wife is going to go first, okay? So she has these 3 people she's going to place. So the first thing we're going to do is get our fish, okay? We both have a hull size of 3, okay? When you get ships, that goes up, okay? So she gets 3 fish. She has 2 shares, or the first thing she has to do is feed her elder. So 1 fish goes on there because she has an elder card, and she gets 2 fish on her shares. And I do not have an elder card, so I get my 2 fish right here, and 1 goes in my reserve. Okay, so we have our fish. Now the fish are going to be transferred into our keeps or whatever those are. So boom, keeps. Okay, so she has some wood. She's going to come up here and build a ship. She's trying to work on that hull size. Okay, so she's going to take the smallest ship just to get a little, just get a hit on that track a little bit. So that's going to cost her 2 wood, boom, and 2 fish. Okay, so I have some fish. I'm working on fish. Okay, she had some wood to start out, and I had more fish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to serve plates. Okay, so you come up here. I'm going to serve fish, and so what I do is, this is how the rules go. Okay, for the first plate you serve 1. So I put my 1 fish there, and then I have to serve 2 fish on the second plate. You see the 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, how it increases. But what you do is you take your 2 fish, you put 1 here, and you just throw the other 1 away, but that still counts the second plate. The third, you'd have to serve 3, but you end up throwing 2 away and just putting 1 on the plate. And the elders use those fish when they do their stuff. So I get 1 gold per plate, so I would come over here and take 2 gold, boom, okay? And then the wife is going to go again, and she needs more wood. She only has 1 forest left, so she's actually going to reforest, okay? She's going to reforest, which means put 2 forests on her mat. So 1, 2, there you go. She is reforested. All right, so then I'm going to go and I am going to issue a share, which means taking this guy, right, one of these guys, and I'm flipping it over right here. Now I have to put fish on that next round, but if I buy that share, then I get to put fish on this. If she buys it, then she will get my fish every round, okay? So she could sneak me, okay, if she really wanted to, and that's exactly what she's going to do. She's like, I'm going to snipe that. Right now she has to pay 1 gold per share, so she is going to pay her 1 gold that she started out with, and then she is going to take my share right there. And now she has it right there, boom. Okay, so I just lost 1 of my shares, but whatever. I'll make up for it somehow. So then my last turn, I'm kind of disappointed about that, but you see I have a lot of forest over here. I want some wood, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to deforest. So I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to take 1 of these off, and I'm going to get plus 5 wood. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my plus 5 wood. It kind of gets a little congested on this thing. It starts to get a little spillage, but it's worth it. Okay, so that's it. Round 1 done. Okay, so she's gonna take hers back, and I'm gonna take mine back, and now we get our fish again. So she gets 5 fish now. That's her whole size. I still only get 3, but so she gets her 5, and she's gonna take it right here. So she gets her 5 fish, but first she has to feed her elder. And then she puts 1 on this share and 1 on this share, and the other 2 are going to go in her reserve, okay? And I am going to take my 3 fish. Wow, I did not start off with enough fish. So I'm going to take my 3 fish right here, and I don't have any elders or anything, so I do 1. But first I have to actually give her my share, okay? So I have to go 1, 2, 3. So now she got 3 fish this round that she actually gets to like straight up use, and I only got 2, so boom. And now we begin again, okay? So I have a bunch of wood this action, and I have some gold. I pretty much have everything. Now I'm stacked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a building right here. Build a building, okay? So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to take this card, and I'm going to put it down here, and that's going to cover up 1 of these -1 points. And so I get 4 wood, or I have to pay 4 wood. And a coin, okay? Boom, gone, poor. So now I immediately double the fish in my reserve. That probably was not the best decision in hindsight, okay? But I did it and it's whatever, okay? So I'm just gonna go hit with it. But let's say I already had 2, and so I just gave myself 2 more, okay, by using that card. So boom, now I have 4. I cheated a little bit, but that's okay. So she's gonna go again, and she is going to, let's see what she has, some fish, and she has I believe she actually had a coin. So she's gonna also build a building, and she's gonna come over here, and she's just gonna go. She's gonna take this, okay, for 1 gold. Okay, so she had that gold. She's gonna take this for 1 gold. She's gonna place it here, which is good because that's a point that she's gonna get at the end, and that's the victory point she's gonna get for this card. So she immediately removes all forests but 1. So she's taking both of these off, and she's going to do 1 wood and 1 fish each. So she gets 2 wood, boom, and 2 fish. There's a bunch of little sardines in this game, so get ready for that. So then I'm gonna go again, and I would like to. I have plenty of gold, I have plenty of fish, but I don't have a lot of wood. So I think what I'm gonna do is just deforest again, and take that off and get 5 wood. Okay. Because I would like to try to do something before the end of this game that actually has a chance of winning. Okay, so then she's going to go, and she has a bunch of fish, so she's probably going to, she's going to actually use her elder. Okay, so this elder, she comes up here to this plate, she takes a fish off, and she puts it on her elder. Now her elder has 3 fish, so she gets 1 back, because once an elder gets 3 fish, you put 1 back, and the other 2 get tossed back. And so she basically is using this elder, and she's going to exchange this sloop for a cutter. That's just what that thing does. So now she has a whole size of 6 every time, okay? So it's just going to keep increasing, and she can, she didn't have to, that was just what her elder did, is exchange, but she can continue to build and get all the way up to like 12 fish. That's a stupid amount of fish though. I don't even know what you do with all that. But then, so I'm going to come over here, and I think what I would end up doing is I'm going to take an elder, okay? So I'm going to do this, and I'll put my elder up here. Now I can use him, but he has to take a fish he's got to eat before he works. So I can pay 3 fish to move 0, 1, or 2 forests and build a building. So I'm going to pay 3 fish, and I'm going to remove a forest, and I have to be able to do this before I actually do that action. So now I can build a building. So I think I'm gonna build this. Actually, yeah, maybe I'll do this little guy. So I'll bring this guy here, and I'll do 2 wood and 1 coin. Boom. So now at any time within your reserve, 3 fish equals 2 wood. So now these 3 fish would equal 2 wood, okay? Which is a good thing, because you can get a ton of fish in your reserve, okay? So her last thing that she is going to do is she is going to reforest, which is placing 2 forests back on here, so she can get easy wood by going to this space in a subsequent turn, deforest, and then she has all these, and she doesn't feel like deforesting. That's good, because she has all these spaces covered up, and all these spaces are going to be -1 point. You see that, like if they're not covered up. So that could be a good strategy, and then she'll come over here and maybe just work on building these spaces up and with buildings. And honestly, guys, that is how it feels to play Nusfjord. Boom. All right, guys, super quick. Okay, so let's start out, what do I like about this game? I like the variability of the buildings. There are a ton of buildings. There's like 3 decks of cards that all have different buildings. Great variability in the buildings. I like that you're building something on a board over here on your own player mat. You're kind of looking at your opponent like, man, they have all these forests, or they don't. They have a bunch of buildings, or they don't. I like the fact that there are elders in this game who help you achieve what you're trying to achieve, and the buildings can combo really well with the elders. I like the whole aspect of getting these fish, and then you have to put them on this. You have to serve plates so that the elders can eat before they do their stuff. That before they're activated, I think that's pretty cool. It has a whole like strategic level to this game that it's just creative. I like it, and I think that's it for positives. And it's a good game. I'd say it's a good game. Negatives. What do I not like about this game? I do not like that there are only 7 elders that come out in a 2-player game, and the same 7 elders every single time you play this game. That really hurts the variability in this game because they're so different that if I pick one, my opponent and I are going to be going in 2 different strategic paths, and we're both going to be doing very different things on this action board because of the elders that we chose. And due to that, there's not a lot of competition for spaces, and I love competition for spaces. I don't like the fact that I feel like it's I'm never being blocked. Like, I'm almost never being blocked, and if I am being blocked, I can just do what I was going to do this turn. Next turn, it doesn't feel like I have to do it this turn, kind of like some of his other games like Agricola, even though I know this is supposed to be a little more laid back. Other than that, I just feel like this game is a little too laid back for me, a little too relaxed. I feel like, again, I feel like I can kind of do what I need to do and move on with my day, and then start over and do it all again. And if I get blocked, I'll just do a different space because there's so many that are equally good and equally give you good things. Maybe like you were planning to do something next turn, and you're like, oh, well, I got blocked this turn, so I'll just go ahead and do that. I got blocked from doing what I want to do this turn, so let me just go ahead and do what I was going to do next turn this turn, if that makes any sense. Sorry, guys. But other than that, guys, it is a good game. I would not say this is a great game. This does not replace Agricola for me, even though it's not supposed to be Agricola. But I always have to compare it to Agricola. But I'm going to keep this game, and I'm hoping the expansion adds a lot of flavor. I think it only has 1 elder, which I'm really disappointed about. I think it needs more elders. I think that would greatly improve the game. But yeah, guys, it's a little more relaxed. That's it. This is my final review. Boom. Okay? Thanks for watching. Later.